So what's the target?
We believe it's Midway.
You captured the heroism of the adversary side as well, which is really rare in a war movie, that you get to see that, even dedicating the film at the end to both the US and Japanese soldiers.
I think what makes this a modern war movie is that you have to tell the Japanese side, and you have to tell it in a way that is human and reflects the sacrifice that they went through on their side.
They were the best Navy in the world. And, you know, when you don't show that Navy, you don't understand, you know, what kind of enemy they had against each other. I didn't want to kind of create enemy images, you know. I wanted to kind of show it how it really was.
To be on one of those carrier decks as the ship is burning and going down and knowing that it's hopeless and fighting anyway, there's a nobility in that, and that story hadn't really been told.
People are aware of Pearl Harbor and big events, and you know the direct aftermath of Pearl Harbor, which is Midway, is a very complicated sort of, it's not just one thing, it's several things. So I think it's cool that this is a story that, a part of history that people probably heard of Midway, Battle of Midway, but getting to see it at this level, I think will be a first for many people, whether you're a buff of history or new to it.
If we lose, the Japanese own the West Coast. Seattle, San Francisco, Los Angeles will burn.
The Japanese Navy wasn't certain they wanted to go to war, and you know, one of the admirals went to Princeton for postgraduate school, one went to Harvard. You know, there was an interplay between these navies, and they kind of understood the cost of this thing that was coming, and yet they felt compelled to fight it anyway. And that, to me, is very complicated, human, and interesting.
You have to understand the culture and where they came from. So for Leighton, that was an attaché in Japan, very studied. He knew Yamamoto. He loved their culture, respected their culture, even in battle. And that's important, knowing your enemy.
It encompasses so much. It shows such a wonderful look at bravery of both sides of the battle.
Most of the country was against getting involved in any kind of European conflict. Once that had been, you know, Pearl Harbor had happened, it was this country united in a way that pretty amazing once it get going.